adopted my report on copyright, we made the demand that the copyright law should become more European. So exceptions to copyright should be more the same all over Europe, and there should be users' rights in copyright. In the copyright proposal, the European Commission has only taken on this advice for very few areas. There is a harmonized exception for teaching and for libraries. But in all the other areas where people use copyrighted material, for example, quotations or parodies that are really important for communication on the internet, there are still different rules in every country in Europe, and this is a big problem for people who use the internet to communicate. There was one point when the European Commission found that they really have to listen to citizens. It was when the European Parliament rejected the ACTA treaty that would have extended copyright enforcement in a lot of areas. But recently they still have come up with proposals that have been demanded by a few big publishers or the music industry, even though these proposals have been proven not to work. So for example, in Germany we have this so-called link tax, which means that if you want to link to a news article by a publisher, you would have to pay for this. And this has been a complete failure in Germany. It turned out that the publishers don't want it. They want people to share their stuff. And so at the end of the day, nobody is making use of this law. But still, it's being presented as a European proposal now, just because one of the biggest publishers is still pushing for this. The European Parliament is the representation of the citizens in the European institutions, and sometimes this works really well, that they have been asking, for example, for a whistleblower protection law for quite a long time, and this is a demand that is very popular in the population. But sometimes it doesn't work so well, because the members of the European Parliament are still very closely affected by the opinions of their national governments. And so it's not always the case that everybody in the European Parliament really acts in the European interest.